Hi everyone, welcome. This week we at the Zohar Yitro. It's a very interesting and powerful parasha, powerful secrets. If you read from Zohar Yitro, you know there are a lot of secrets about the palm and face, but many details. If you look at the first of the person or in his hand, we can know a lot. We can tell a lot about this person, and also we can tell a lot about ourselves, right? The idea here is not to look at people and judge them, because unfortunately, anyway, the first thing we see, we can see like, what's not okay about this person. It's really to support and help, because all of us, we came here to correct, and those are tools to help us to know better about ourselves, or if someone asks for help, to know better how to support and help him to do his correction. So that reason why it's all been written, it's to give us another tool to support us to do our correction in this world, okay? But I would like to read a different verse. Let's start from verse 28. Verse 28, if you have the Zohar with you can read in the English. I'm going to make the connection with the Aramaic letters. וישמע יתרו וגומר, וכי יתרו שמע, וכל עלמה לא שמעו, והכתיב שמעו עמי מרגזון, אלא כל עלמה שמעו. ולה ידברו ואיהו שמע וידבר, והתקפיה מקמא דקודשא בריחו, והתקרב לדחלתה. Something very interesting, and I'm sure from previous years we heard and we listened to this verse, but I want to emphasize something inside of this verse that the Zohar speaks about, right? Something very important in the power of listening. So here the Zohar telling us, V'chi Yitro shama. We know that it started Yitro, he listened, he heard first. V'chol alam lo shamu, and the rest of the world, they didn't hear. Because it says, there is a verse that says that the nations, they also heard and they get upset, they get angry. Umeshiv, and he gives the answer. The entire world, they heard. What they heard? We know he heard about all of the miracles that the Creator did to the Israelite. But he says the entire world also heard, but they didn't break. They didn't break. And that's why the way that they heard is not considered to be a hearing. But Yitro, he heard and he break. How he break? He break his ego. He break his klipot. So when he heard what the Creator did, and he been break his klipot, break his ego, the Zohar says he been surrender. He surrendered himself in front of the Creator, and then he become closer to the awe or to the fear from the Creator. Many times we speak about it that Rav Ashlag, the Zohar, and many Kabbalists, they talking about that we need to come closer to the Creator. So if you're talking about something like it sounds like very simple and easy, but to hear it's one thing, and to listen it's another thing. So if we hearing something but it doesn't break our ego, it means we don't really listen. It means we kind of keep it in a potential state, and then it can even get us upset and angry, because here the Zohar telling something very powerful. He says the nations, everybody heard about the miracles. The entire nations, they heard about what the Creator did to the Israelite. They get upset. They get angry. Yirgazun. Why? Because they didn't break their ego. So instead of that, they feed their ego. Yitro, he heard, break his ego, he surrendered his ego, and he become closer to the Creator. to the awe and the fear of the Creator. And this is why there is a whole parasha about Yitro. So what does it mean for us to our life? The Zohar saying something here like, that one of the things that if we want to come closer to the Creator, yes, we need to hear things, but more than that, we need to pay attention if those things make me, I'm talking about now positive things, not about negative things, because here it was positive, it wasn't negative. The Creator create miracles to the Israelites, right? So we're talking now about positive. When we're hearing something positive, if it makes me angry, it means I'm not breaking my ego. I'm right now feeding my ego. If I feel like I'm breaking my ego and surrender in front of the light, now I become closer to the Creator. Now, what does it mean positive things? Many times people can tell us something, or we can see it, or we can hear it, that things that we should work on, things that we should change, that those things can help and support ourselves, can support my manifestation, can help me to be a better version of myself. And if I can be a better version of myself, of course I can have more light, more energy, more blessings. Now I can share more. But many times people telling us things, people, they are just messengers. That the Creator, He speaks to us through people. And many times, the Rav used to say, why you want to beat up the stick, or you want to scream at the stick? When an owner of a dog, he holding a stick, and he throw the stick, right? So imagine this stick is touching someone else's leg. So what? He going to scream at the stick? Hey, you stupid stick! Why you come to my leg? Why you punch? It sounds funny and weird, right? No. So you're going to look for the order of the dog, like, why you throw the stick and now you hit my leg? But many times we screaming and try to beat up the stick. Who are the sticks? It's all of the messengers of the Creator. The Creator sending us messages through people to help us to see our negativity, to help us to see that maybe right now I'm not connecting to my fully potential. So if I get offended, if I get defensive, if I try to protect my ego, that's what He says. We don't hear, we don't listen. What's happened? We get upset, we get angry. What's happened when we get upset and angry? We try to defend, right? Then we're not connecting. Then we come farther and farther from the Creator. But if I start to, start to train myself to hear and to listen more to the messages of the Creator through people, yes, sometimes it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable for no one, believe me. Because we feel and we think we are perfect. Even though we study in Kabbalah and we more spiritual and I know I need to change, I know I came to correct, but still, when someone come and push our button, we don't like to be in that position right now. I just want to run away from that position, right? From that scenario, because right now it's uncomfortable. Because right now they touching my weaknesses. We all have weaknesses. But just a second, who sent me that message? I should listen to whom? Listen to the light. The light wants to show me right now we have a weakness. Right now, whatever you do, it's not the right thing. Yitro, he was in his movie, he was a big guy. He was in a huge position. He was a high priest, but from the other side. Different like witchcraft and different things. It was a higher level. So for him to, this is why he says he break. He realized everything that he was doing, it was the wrong thing to do. It was the opposite of the light, opposite of the Creator. So from that level of position that he have, to break his ego, to transform himself, to listen and to run after Moshe, and to connect with the Creator, and then to advise to Moshe and to help, that's a huge thing. You know, we read the Torah and we're like, yeah, stories, yeah, chick-chack, right? But you're talking about, imagine about whatever position you have, right? And suddenly you understand you're doing it's not that position you thought you're supposed to do it or the right way. And you need to flip and change the whole consciousness and do something totally else from the point of the light. This is to hear and to listen. And we all have some things in life that we're supposed to change. That we feel, no, whatever I'm doing, this is the right thing. This is the right way. Yeah, but everybody thinks this is the right way. So what is the right way? We know there is the right way of the light. This is the right way of why I came here and the correction I'm supposed to do. So if we can, especially this week, but it's for the entire year, one step it's first to practice to listen or to hear, you know, what the light want to tell me, what the message is. Then by listening, it means, when I already listen, it means I'm taking it in, breaking my ego and said, okay, what I should do, and agree to flip and to change. Because the light is pure love, pure blessings, pure supporting. He just wants to help us. He just want us to feel good. The light never, ever, ever wants to harm us. But the messages will come usually through people, and usually through people that we know, that we love, that we care about. Because if not, we're not just going to listen to anyone. Okay, whatever, I don't know this guy, whatever. But the person that actually I respect and I love and I appreciate will tell me something about me that I need to change or whatever. Suddenly he touched one of my weaknesses. Whoa, now it's a different story. Now Satan will start to celebrate. So we want to start to pay attention. Why? But it says, when we're really listening, it's breaking our ego. Breaking our ego. You know, it's remind me because I shared with someone today. It's funny. Now I just remember, like, I didn't plan even to read this verse. Suddenly, you know, I read it and I shared with this morning with someone that many years ago, I think I was like a teenager, right? So I used to work out in the gym. You know, gym, it's full with ego, full with this, and it used to be like, I think, 2 or 3 trainers over there. And now one of the trainers, he came and he was in the time of his studies, right? So he came and he told me, you know, would you like me to train you today? He said, of course, yeah, why not? You know, if you want. Yeah, he said, yeah, it's part of my program. I need someone to train. I said, okay, please. But no, you know, like usually you go to the gym, so usually it's weights and stuff. So he told me, okay, we're doing a body weight. I said, okay, fine, you know, and I feel, I know, like, oh, I'm strong and this, you know, a teenager, 6-pack, muscles, I'm a soccer player, right? Yeah, I'm in good shape. Why not? Yeah, let's do body weight. And he started to do, like, you know, the way he studied, but in a perfect way. You know, if I'm doing it wrong, he correct me and touch me and this and do this and that. No. And suddenly I find myself, you know, whatever you tell me to do, it's very hard, right? So from that huge ego, right, I suddenly find myself, and imagine it's a gym, people around, young people look at you, right, and you need to do like to perform over there. And I don't know how, but actually somehow I didn't have Kabbalah back then, but I didn't let go in my mind and said, listen, I'm listening to this guy, whatever he's telling me I'm going to do, and whatever, like, you know, whatever. So yeah, and actually I mentioned today, actually he break my ego like totally, you know, in simple things. And like, it was funny because I realized, you know, because we need to give the permission, right, to break our ego. Because if not, I could say, you know what, I don't want, and I would leave. But we have to get, so to hear and to listen, we need to give the permission, okay, I'm okay to break my ego right now. I don't care. I'm okay. Because I want something better. I want the light. I want the result. And I want the result. And I know many years till now, imagine till now, I still remember it. And I took so many lessons from that few minutes that he trained me. so many lessons to life even that I'm taking. Each time I'm taking it to different places, different areas. Why I could earn this lesson, right? And few more from what I experienced in that training, because it's not about the physical training, it's about what's going on in our mind. And as a kid, you know, when your ego is like whatever, you know, up there, and suddenly you break it, it's so many things we can earn. And we don't realize by breaking our ego how much we can have blessings to our life. So many times we're rather to protect our ego and just to show what we want people to see, and we rather to just break our ego. And again, try to think about who was Yitro. Who was Yitro? Read the Zohar. There's a lot story over there. Who was Yitro? In his position to do what he did, it's a big, big deal. So we have, you know, the ability and the opportunity this week really to beg and to ask. I want to listen to the Creator. I want to hear the Creator. I want to listen to the messages. I want to break my ego. Why? Because I want to have the awe toward the Creator, the fear. I don't have enough light. I want to become closer to the Creator. I want really to taste the taste of life and to receive the blessings from the Creator. So I hope it was clear, and I hope we can take that point with us and we can do something about it. So let's open our microphones and wish good luck to everyone, and Shabbat
Thank
Shalom,
you.
and many,
Shabbat
many
Shalom.
blessings.
Baruch. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Michael,
Thank you,
very much,
teacher.
thank
Thank
you.
you very
Shabbat
welcome.
Shalom.
everyone.
Shabbat Shalom and
Shabbat
good luck,
Shalom,
everyone.
everybody.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Los quiero
Shabbat
mucho.
Shalom.